Chapter 34, The Alliance Irava. My throat tightens. Caleb, this person I crafted, has taken on entirely too much life of his own. My own? I'm not wearing my spectacles, because this servant I'm impersonating doesn't wear any. Though now that I think about it, no one knows who she is here. I could have worn them. I dearly, right now, want that shield between myself and the world, between Voltaire and his questions. He starts walking again, his steps swift and unrelenting. I have to jog a few steps to catch up. Why? I hiss. Why are you asking me this if Caleb's made after a real person? It's just me. It's nothing dangerous or a security risk. I made Caleb. That's it. And why bring it up now when we're on this other dangerous mission? But Voltaire only gives me a tight smile as he pauses at a plain door. He says quietly, "Get back in character. On the other side is a corridor and the guards at the entrance into the back of the royal suites." The last time I was skulking in the royal suites, I went out the front service door back into the main corridor. I haven't been to the back. I shrug uncomfortably and try to put his earlier question out of my mind. He talked to Toravan the night before, after it had looked like we'd come out of a tryst. What had Voltaire said to Toravan? What had Toravan said to Voltaire? My whole body clenches with the need to ask. "I'll do the talking," Voltaire adds, which is good, because that's why he's here, to get me inside, meet me again in the closet we were in before. I make a face because we should have talked about this on the way up. Not him questioning me about Caleb. But there's no time for an argument, and I don't truly want to argue. I've built up far more nerves around this foray into the Dowager's chamber than I had the last time. "Okay," he nods and opens the door. It opens into a dim corridor, lit only by wall sconces, even in the daytime. We approach the guards at a door near the middle of the corridor, and I smooth out my expression as best I can into the faintly annoyed look this servant always has. The guards stand on either side of a plain door, the entrance to the service corridor that runs behind Toravan's parents' private chambers. One of the guards, an older man with a bushy beard, nods to Voltaire. "Lord Voltaire, is the king in his father's chambers today, then?" "No, his own study," Voltaire says. "But he left his favorite mug in the late king's rooms, and apparently he can't be bothered to retrieve it himself. He also wants the suite dusted." The guard glances at me, and I hold my breath, but then he shrugs too. He gives Voltaire a wave as he opens the door. "I have a key anyway," Voltaire says, once the door is closed again on the other side. We hurry through a short corridor. The man always challenges me, and I've been coming in and out of here since I was knee-high. He holds a hand down to demonstrate. Past that danger, I let out my breath and vent a muffled, hysterical laugh. Voltaire grins at me, and I want to shudder with my nerves. Gods, I'm much more nervous now than I've been the first time I snuck into the Dowager's chambers. But that was before Toravan kissed me. That was before he'd seen me, before we'd been caught in the storm, before I'd promised Voltaire to keep him safe. Because his safety means everything to me. Is Toravon in his study? I ask. Because what if he comes out? What if he comes back here? What if he sees us? What if...